The Panthers do better in the upside down.
We are in the Panthers den as Rose just decided to start this segment and not tell me about it, so I'm a bit off on what we were doing here. Thank you very much. The upside down.
Yeah, that was good, though.
Yeah. The Panthers have won 4 out of their last 5. Here's what happened so far. This week, on Saturday, they lost to Tampa 3-1. Monday, they beat Vancouver 8-5. And last night, they beat New Jersey 1-0. They have Edmonton tomorrow before they go on the road to Nashville. Now, as I said, they won 4 out of their last 5. The win versus the Canucks, vastly different from the win last night against the Devils. They played everybody. Both teams played in mud.
That was a weird game.
Weird
game.
The Canucks game was weird.
Yeah,
that was a really weird game.
What was it? They were down 2-0. They were up 5-2, tied 5-5, and then they won 8-5.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. A lot of staying power by the Panthers there. They can score.
They gave up 15 shots. They scored 8 goals and they gave up 15 shots. Like forgetting how the final ended, that right there, it's like okay. Even though they gave up 5 goals, like that's a really dominant game. You would think.
Bad night for Bob.
Sorry, they outshot Vancouver 41-15. Like you can say it's a bad night for Bob because 5 went in on 15.
Efficiency.
The Panthers got out XG'd in that game. The Canucks actually had more expected goals because all of their shots, like if you watch back, all 5 of their goals were like point. One of them was weird. The first one was really weird. Like Bob had it covered and then he kind of didn't and then it went in. Like all of their shots were like right there, point blank chances. So like, yeah, Bob, when you see 5 on 15, you're like, God, he had a terrible night. But at the end of the day, like, you know, a lot of those chances were right out in front, and the defending was really bad for the Panthers, but they really tightened up last game. They were fantastic defensively yesterday.
As
Bob
you know,
was great as well.
Sergei Bobrovsky, whenever he has a bad game, comes right back and has a very good game. That's what happened against New Jersey. In fact, both goaltenders had good games. Jake Allen was good as well. And it seems to be a common occurrence where the Panthers can't finish their shots, especially Carter Verhaeghe. What's going on with him?
In the last couple of years now that Verhaeghe is just not finding the net the way that he had for his first several years with the Panthers. Talking about shooting percentage, his first, 4 years with the Panthers, 16.8, 14.4, 15.3, 13.8. That's all pretty solid for a goal scorer, right?
Yeah.
Last year it got cut in half to 8.3. This year that's been cut in half to 4.3. Carter Verhaeghe is just snake bitten right now when it comes to finding the back of the net.
Is that just it? He's just snake bitten?
Yeah, he's still getting shots. He's still creating opportunities. He's still great both sides of the ice. He's still the same tenacious player that he's always been. It just feels like he can't beat goaltenders right now.
Jack Devine had his first game last night, and he looked good. I mean, he made plays. I mean,
confident.
He had that. He made confident plays. He had that one turnover in his first shift, but he kind of got it together after that. And really, we saw some good plays, good passes by Jack Devine last night.
It was nice to see. Like, he's leading the Charlotte Checkers in scoring this season. Obviously, Paul Maurice has talked about his championship pedigree. He won the national championships with the University of Denver before coming to the pro hockey. I was going to say the NHL, before coming to pro hockey. Then he went with Charlotte last year on their run to almost winning the Calder Cup. They came up short to the Abbotsford Canucks and Shelovs with your Penguins. But no, I liked what I saw a lot. And just the word that you said, that I said, confidence. When you see it from a guy playing his first NHL game, that the game's not too big for him, that's big for me. Because I think this year with like Mackie Semistevich talking about younger guys, the confidence that he's shown this season, it's been spectacular.
Couple things. One on Verhaeghe, that 4.3 shooting percentage, second worst on the team among players that have actually scored a goal this year. The worst would be Aaron Ekblad at 3%. Guys, let's all do an exercise here. It's 20 games in. Let's all just take a big, deep breath. Ready? With me. Ready?
I'm breathing. I
big
know how to
deep
breathe.
breath, guys.
This is what
20
my
games in.
tells us to do when we're upset.
20
I'm
games
not
in. 20 games in. The Panthers are one game off of their pace the last 2 seasons, and that's without Alexander Barkov, Matthew Tkachuk, Dmitry Kulikov, Jonah Gadjevich, Eetu Losarinen's now on the injured list. Tomas Nosek. Cole Schwint now, like 6, 7, 8 guys that have been out.
We got to start counting if we're going to keep doing this.
It's crazy. The Panthers, for all the injuries, and it looked rough. Like some of those games at the beginning of the year were tough. They were getting beaten down. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. They're 1 point out of a playoff spot with a game in hand on the Washington Capitals.
Penalty for time.
They're going to be fine.
Wasn't it you that was panicking.
I'm
during
doing
training
a
camp?
thing, Roy. I'm doing a thing.
No, that was
no.
genuine
What
panic.
I said
that was panic.
Here's what I said during training camp. What I said during training camp was that if the Panthers don't have Alexander Barkov in the playoffs, they're not going to win the Stanley Cup, and I stand by that. I still don't think they're going to have to get Barkov.
The season was over today.
I said it feels like your season ends before it even starts.
Semantics.
When the Panthers, when you've won 2 Stanley Cups when you've won back-to-back Stanley Cups,
Get out of here.
not winning the Stanley Cup is a failure, right? When you've won 2 in a row. So it feels like your chances at a Stanley Cup end when Alexander Barkov goes down. We'll see how everything plays out. But the Panthers are in a really good spot. They're still going to be a playoff team. They're playing really, really good hockey despite all the injuries. Tkachuk will be back hopefully soon. Nosek eventually, Gadjevich eventually, Cooley eventually, and then we'll see about Barkov come playoff time. This team is going to be fine.
Well, listen, not winning the Stanley Cup is a failure, even if you did win the Stanley Cup last season. And that's just the way things are in this league. The Panthers are coming up on the Edmonton game tomorrow at home, the last game in this homestand before they go up to Nashville and then come back for another homestand. What do you see in this Edmonton game? Because Stuart Skinner has not been good.
No, I don't think he's going to play either. I think Calvin Pickard, he played pretty well. Was it last night in Tampa or Tuesday? Last night in Tampa. And Skinner has just not been good at all this season. I mean, his goals against is 3. His save percentage is .882, and he's not coming up with timely saves, which was an issue in the playoffs. So I think you're going to see a motivated Oilers squad. They've lost 4 or 5. They've given up a ton of goals lately, so I'm excited for the game. Ethan, Roy, I'm nice little Stanley Cup Final rematch, but I think
excited for the game.
If the Panthers don't win, it would be a disappointment.
You said Ethan, Roy, Rose.
You're going to be in Gainesville,
Are you
Rosie.
coming to the game?
You're going to be at the Gator game. No, Rosie's going to be at the Swamp.
But you can be excited though. I can also be part of the Ethan.
Well, I
Roy.
know why you're excited because your guy, your Rip the Ice guy, will be playing.
No, he doesn't play.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's the worst.
Yeah, he's probably going to be
Props for you, Noah, but you're not giving me a
scratched
shit.
I expect the Oilers to come out firing in this game. They're pissed off after the last couple of years. They're not playing well at all. Pickard, I agree with you, Dave. I think that's a great point. He's going to be their starting goaltender for the immediate future. We'll see. They need to make a move, though. I think everybody knows they need to make a move, but I think they're going to come out fired up. It's going to be a great game. I'm going to be in the building. Can't wait for it. And
I'm going to be in the building.
Man, of course, I'll be at the game. Can't wait.
Fired up.
And I'm fired up. The Oilers are going to want this to be the game that turns their season around, right? They're going to want to give everything they have to come out and beat this team that's beat them twice in a row in the Stanley Cup Final. But I think the Panthers are going to have some good pushback, and it's going to be a fun game on Saturday night for
I don't
sure.
know if I want to put all my eggs in that basket if I'm the Oilers, but to each their own, man. If they want to say the Panthers have got I agree
if not
that
now,
would
when?
be a good
If
spark
not now,
for them.
when? Right?
I just don't know if it would be smart just because it's the Panthers
For sure.
and they've
For sure.
owned them.
Right? They do.
In the
They
press
do.
box last night, I don't remember who said it, but somebody was talking about quality losses in the playoffs and who's got more quality over the last few years than the Edmonton Oilers. They've
Notre
got
Dame.
so much experience.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We are off next week. We will return December 5th for Adnan Burke. Thank you for joining us. For Gino and Danny Benitez in the video room. For Ethan and Rosie, who has me upside down with all this crap that she did today.
Welcome to the Upside Down. If we don't get puck luck right, we're all trapped in the Upside Down.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that means, again, because I don't watch the show. For David Dwork, my name is Roy Bellamy. We will see you in 2 weeks.